Good morning, my friends. Today is Monday, May 9th, and I was reading through my Bible this morning, and I came to the Gospel of Matthew, uh, the story, the parable that Jesus tells about the mustard seed. And if you remember, the story he tells is about faith can be like a mustard seed. The mustard seed is the smallest of all seeds, but when it is planted and cared for and allowed to grow, it turns into a great bush that provides shade for birds and other things. And the point of this parable is that if we just have that little bit of faith, great things will happen. It's a wonderful parable, wonderful story that Jesus told. Uh, but there are times in my life, maybe even today, where that can seem somewhat overwhelming, the expectation too great for today. That if I just had a little bit of faith, boom, great things will happen and I will be able to do great things. And I know for many of you that can be difficult as well, especially when we are tired or we are overwhelmed. Things aren't going right in our lives. We have doubts about our future. We're depressed in some way. To suddenly say to someone, just have faith and all will be well, can be a bit of a stretch for us to believe. So, what I'd like to offer you today is a simple exercise that I was given once about just deciding the one thing that you are getting up for this morning, the one thing that you actually believe you need to do, you need to care for. If you have a pet, that's a good thing. They need to be fed, they need to be walked, they need to be pet. My cat got me up really early this morning. I didn't have a choice of getting up, but once I was and watching him, it was a great comfort to me to know that I still have him in my life. So when you think about your life and you think about all the things that are expected of you, don't take them on as something that you have to accomplish right here, right now. Some things you will, some things you won't. But if you just believe in that one thing that is inside of you that can do something good, whether it's feeding your pet, going to work and completing another day, making your job count towards your colleagues, that's nice. One thing that you can accomplish and look back on and say, I did that today because I believed I had it in me.